Welcome back to Ranma Half Anime Review Part 10. This I'm reviewing episodes 64 to 70. Yes, and here's the thing with these episodes. All but three of these 7 episodes are filler. Yep, 3 filler. Yep, 3 filler episodes and 4 canon episodes. It's actually not that bad. And here's something interesting though about these episodes. The character of Ukito appears in almost every single one of these episodes. She only misses one. That's the second episode of the season. I gotta say, that's not bad for her. The fact that she's in all these episodes. I'm like, well, she is a character. Why not feature her? The first episode has debut a brand new character. First one in quite a while, who's not like a one-shot character. Yeah, it's a recurring character that appears for pretty much the rest of the series. And it's debut of Prince Mercudo. And no, they don't mention his last name in the series. Well, not in English dub anyways, for some strange reason, despite the fact that this guy is the father of the first rival of Ranma in the series, and one of his suitors. Never mentioned in these episodes. Nope. Never mentioned. He shows up, and apparently he's obsessed with Hawaii. Excuse me. And the first thing he does, he demands all boys and girls get a brand new haircut. For girls, a bow cut, and the guys, a buzz cut. And none of the students agree to this. They think he's full of bullcrap. And Ranma basically is running a little late. Oh yeah, he proceeds to beat the crap out of the guy. Oh yeah, he comes in via helicopter, of all things. And then they have to find him. Have to beat him up. And they say, go to the principal's office. Okay. There's about 20 of them converted to the principal's office. None of them are the actual one. Well, there was one actually is. Why in the world the principal decided to spend all this time in Hawaii is never explained. Yes, and also why in the world they waited until now to introduce the principal of this high school is never explained either. And Ukito's in this episode, she does some stuff, not a lot. Kendo, of course, basically is against him the whole time. And, like, dude, you're going up against your own father, and yet you're fighting against him. Yeah, it's never explained. Yep, and they spend the whole episode looking for this student pardon. And, like, find this thing, you'll have to do it. And then when he's defeated, he tries to use a new thing, like top knots and everything. And the whole school rejects it. Yeah, and also there's a recurring gag he sets up where he's frequently trying to cut Ranma's hair. Like I was ponytail. Yeah, it's a recurring gag. Like almost every time the guy shows up, he really wants to cut Ranma's hair for some reason. Why this is never actually explained of why in the world he wants to cut Ranma's hair. Also, okay, now his attention to Hawaii because he spent a lot of time in Hawaii. Fine, whatever. Okay, last minute Hawaiians don't have a tree going on the back of their freaking head. Why that's there is never explained. I at least got appreciated though that his English dub actor actually puts on a Hawaiian accent. Because the character obsessed with Hawaii, so why not put on a Hawaiian accent? Not a bad idea to do. Also, I gotta mention this, the male Ranma's dub actor has changed. Yep, from season 4 up until the final episode, he's voiced by Richard Cox. Why in the world they replace his dub actor, I don't know. Usually I've seen the reason why they replace like the main... This is only like the second series I've seen where the main character's dub act gets replaced during the course of the series. Because almost every single series I've watched, but one, generally the main character has the same dub actor the entire series. The last this happened was with High School DxD, but there was a reason for it. Because that series' original dub actor for the main character of that series got replaced because the guy got arrested for possession of child porn. Yep. As in the case of this, don't know. Yeah, basically, Ranma was previously replaced by a woman. I don't know what the reason is for why he was replaced. But Richard Cox definitely is a good choice because this is also the same guy who voices Inuyasha from the Inuyasha series. And just by sheer coincidence, the male Ranma and Inuyasha both in their English in their Japanese in the Japanese language of the series, also voiced by the same guy. So Yeah, not the first time I've seen this happen where two characters have got the same voice actor. The only time I've seen this happen, aside from these two particular series, is for One Piece and Attack on Titan, where the characters of Trafalgar Law and Levi Ackerman have got the same actor in the dub. It's kind of the same thing with the sub as well, where the actor is the same person. Yep. Now the very next episode involves the whole thing involving statues for a bit. Actually, yeah, the statues for a bit, and also Kendo gets sort of his new right hand man. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. It's only just for this episode. The rest of the episodes, the ones I've seen feature him, never brings this up at all. He's hired pretty much as a complete whim. Yeah, on a whim, they just basically bring this guy. They bring him into his actual office, which is kind of like a treehouse in Hawaii. Yeah, my only personal theory of why this is because the guy loves Hawaii and he spent a lot of time there. Yep. And the whole point of this episode is Kendo trying to defeat Ranma, and then he's trying to defend the school morals. Yeah, and Ren basically tells him, "Hey, if you want to defend the morals, try to stop the underwear thief." Instead, the guy gets hired by the principal to teach Kendo part martial arts, trying to beat Ranma. Yep. And this whole elixir life thing. Yeah, there's going to be a place. Also, to get this special elixir, he has to basically go on a scavenger. He says, "Oh yeah, also I want one of my guys to Kendo Cup." And Hepasai is like, "Nope, you do it yourself." Excuse me. Where does he go? Well, first he goes to the girls' locker room. Actually, the girls' locker room, then a girls' room for a bathhouse, and see if there's another way to get these pieces. Yep. Eventually gets turns out it was actually fingernail droppings, which is kind of disgusting. And he spends most of the episode fighting Ranma. And he loses. Yep. By the way, this is actually this episode's first filler episode. Yep. And then the following episode is the first of a three-parter. Yes, now I checked the rest of the episodes. This is the only multi-parter the entire season. Yeah, it's quite interesting though that in the previous season for season 3, all standalone episodes. This season has got one three-parter, one multi-parter, and that's it. Yep. This storyline is simply this. Renma basically is weakened by Hippocyte for stopping him from stealing underwear. So, he teams up with Uko and works with his father to basically try to get the strength back. Yep, Akane is worried about him, and Uko is actually in all 3 episodes, by the way. Yeah, she basically is there to help cook. Basically, she's better cooked than Akane. And Cologne basically finds out about this indirectly from Moose, of all people. Yes. Also, why in the world Shampoo is not in this three-parter is never explained. Yeah, what she's up to in this three-parter is never actually explained. Not even Kadachi, what she's up to. Not even mentioned. I mean, usually when Cologne shows up, a lot of the time Shampoo's using this very same episode. This is the first time that she's shown up in the series, or Cologne anyways, which Shampoo was not shown up at all. Why she isn't is probably, my personal theory where she's probably on delivery, probably knows nothing about this at all. Yep. So basically, Roman gets a new technique by Cologne. This is the second technique he's taught by her. I think it's also the last one he's taught by her because he's basically taught 2 techniques from her. One is the chest of open fire technique. The other is the spiral dragon, which he trains with Roga while doing this. Eventually, he does master it, and he does later on. Of course, they find also this also is the last time you see Dr. Tudo. Yep, this is the last time here in the series. As far as I can tell, I think this is his last. He does appear one more time in season 7, but this is his last regular appearance in the series. First time since the end of season 1 he's appeared. Yep. And, they eventually find the cure because it's on this piece of paper that was from his temple that apparently Hippocyte stole 100 years from the series. Okay. And he tries to burn it, and, well, at one point I think it's broken up during a fight between Ranma and Hippocyte. But Cologne, who's there, just by sheer coincidence, tells all the guys there, "Hey, Get up all those pieces. As right now, we're going to put this thing back together so we cure Ranma. Eventually, of course, Ranma is cured of the thing thanks to Hippocyte having pieces of the thing in his mouth. He also saves Akane when he does the move. He apparently indirectly he sends not only Hippocyte in the air but also the principal and Kudo. And somehow Akane got tied up in this. This was basically never explained. This was actually far away. Somehow she got caught up in this. Ranma, as a fiance, he has every right to save her, so he does. And he even takes a full blow, basically landing on a fence before landing on the ground. Excuse me. And, well, eventually he's cured and Hippocyte's cemented, but he's not going to basically make him weak again. Yeah, but after this, I looked up. I don't think there's any more multi-parters after this, from what I can tell. Next 2 episodes, standalone episodes. Yeah, first about... Now, the next episode is the first 2 in a row where it features all 4 suitors. Akane, Shampoo, Kadachi, and Ukito. Ukito wanted to make him sort of in a way like a little bit more, so she started dressing like a girl. And Ranma basically didn't recognize her because she wore different clothes. Though she's like this with Hippocyte as well. It's like, oh, it's her because of her spatula. Yep. At one point, Kadachi gets involved with this because, well, everyone thinks that Ranma is two-timing Akane, so apparently Kadachi is basically jealous of all this nonsense. And they decided to have a cooking contest to figure out who's the better cook. And before they start cooking, Shampoo shows up halfway through the episode. Yeah, apparently she heard about this somehow. And probably because the writers probably thought, who wrote this, Phillips, like, hey, Shampoo's not been in the season yet. Let's throw her in. Despite the fact when this media aired this episode, this was actually the 63rd episode of the series. This was, I think, in the original lineup for the series. This is actually episode 69. Yep. And they cooked for a long time. Basically, Kadachi, Shampoo, Ukito, and Akane all cook for Ranma. He eats all of it, and he's like, the contest is basically who's better cook. And Ranma cannot decide who's the better cook. He likes other cooking. Like, he probably didn't realize, like, he did eat some kind of cooking. But couldn't decide on the winner. So the episode ends basically with, well, Ukito realizing, yeah, probably she should have started all this. So she's back to her normal clothes. And of course, the episode ends with Akane and Ranma eating at her restaurant. So the episode kind of started with basically this here as well. Next episode also features Kadachi, Shampoo, and Ukito, because apparently Ranma's mom showed up. Yeah, this one was not Ranma's mom at all. Yeah, they spend the whole episode trying to figure out if they're good, like how good they are preparing for Ranma's mom. Turns out this is not really her, and just some ringmaster of a circus. Yeah, Ranma's mother will actually not show up for quite a while. I looked up when she shows up. Apparently, she doesn't show up until the last season of the series. I'm thinking, why would you wait that long to introduce her? I don't know. Yep. And the funny thing is, in this episode, this is by far the second time in the series, we have all 4 suitors standing next to each other. And I love the fact that these 3 beat up Kudo, Moose, and Ryoga. All because all 3 of these guys want these women so badly. And they think Ranma is basically basically two-timing all these women. They want them, and of course they all get beaten up. And one of them had to just be the brother of these ladies. I'm like, Kadachi, you realize though you just beat up your brother. Yep. Yeah. An okay episode, but the funniest thing is basically the suitors. Yeah, the ladies are basically the stars of this episode. Here comes Ranma's mom. Yeah, they're the stars of this episode. While Ranma doesn't really do anything wrong, he just blamed for a lot of stuff, and the episode ends basically with him chasing his father on his panda form where he realizes, though, yeah, this is not his mom at all. Yep. So, I gotta say this, to start the season for season 4, it's a pretty good start for the season. I would say the only weak episodes we have here is the second episode, which is episode 65, and episode 70 is kind of the weaker episodes of the series. I mean, in the case of episode 65, the one where Kudo becomes a, well, if besides a student. Yeah, when it comes to this one, hmm, there's nothing really interesting about this one aside from its animation and the fact it's Prince Makuto's second appearance. So I have had there's nothing really much in this episode to talk about. 70 is basically just a guilty. It's just basically it's a bad episode per se, but the highlight for me is the four ladies. Basically, get a lot to do with this episode, and the most hilarious thing about this episode, despite the episode being pretty bad, Ukudo's skirt is fun and actually serves as a character piece for Ukudo. 70 really serves no real purpose. I mean, none of the characters get focused. Like, not I would say, no character gets a focus in this episode. It's just a random episode of the series, but there's no denying that the ladies get time to shine this episode and be up and be up Ryoga's well not Ryoga Rima's three rivals. Ryoga surprisingly appears in a good chunk of these episodes. I think he misses the first. I know he misses the first episode, and he missed. Let's see. He missed the first episode. I think he missed the first two episodes, but after that, he's pretty much here for the rest of these episodes for like the next like five episodes in a row. Yoga appears, which is actually pretty good. The fact he does that. Yeah, but not much else to say about these episodes. They're actually, I would say about six. I would say about five of them are actually pretty good. Yes. hmm But it's up to you if you want to watch these episodes when it comes to a particular series. Yep. So yeah, that's it for particular review, and that's it for reviews today. I have no other videos planned for today. Yeah. Tomorrow I expect to see reviews for One Piece, Boruto, hopefully another Ranma half review, and possibly a review for Demon Slayer. Aside from that, that'd be pretty much it for tomorrow. Okay. And actually, there might be a comic one if I get a chance to get done. Okay. See you next few. Bye.